Hello. You are tuning into the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic, Derrick Henry officially signs the extension with the Baltimore Ravens. Look, guys, if you watch this show, you know that I was probably the biggest advocate for Derrick Henry. I saw what he could do. I knew what type of gravity he would bring to the offense, not just the run game, but how he would impact the pass game. And now the Ravens, EDC, pulled up his britches and literally got the job done in extending him. And everyone's saying, oh, we knew it was going to get it. No, y'all didn't. Shut up. Shut up. No, you did not. Oh! No, you did not. Because we've seen guys who we thought were going to be Ravens, and we found out that they weren't. And it hurt us the very next year. But Derrick Henry, especially with Raven fans also agreeing that, oh, well, he's older and everything else. Derrick Henry's a freak of nature. He has proven over time that time doesn't affect him like how it does normal running backs. And he invests so much money back into his health, his the way he eats, the way he works out, all that stuff. So he's in immaculate shape. He can go right now. The season was starting right now. Derrick Henry's ready to go right now. So once again, I love that they got this extension done. And once again, y'all saw how happy I was. I was celebrating when we finally signed it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little bit of the audio because he had talked to the press right after he had signed that extension. And then we're going to finish it up and break it down. All right, so without further ado, this is what he had to say. This is some of it, about 2.5 minutes of it. Check it out.
Derrick, going back to playing with Lamar, I know when you signed your first contract here, people were asking about the age and everything. Did playing by Lamar allow you to do what you did last year with maybe some less wear and tear?
Yeah, I think definitely. I mean, he's just so dynamic. You know, you got to account for him every single play, and eyes are gonna be on him. Just by the player he is with his arm and with his legs, and for me, that makes me happy. So, I get more opportunities, and they gotta account for him just as much as they account for me. So.
Exactly.
It's fun playing alongside him and all these guys on offense, just playmakers all around. And I know he has a lot of fun. I mean, you guys see the highlights and the plays he make. These guys love playing for him, and I love being his teammate.
Derrick, I think if you get over 1,300 yards this year, you'll go into the top 10 all-time NFL rushing. How important is that for you? I mean, because then now you're getting into really big historical categories.
He getting 1,300 yards.
Yeah. When you say something like that, it's just it's a surreal moment to be able to have that opportunity and, be in that conversation. God has blessed me tremendously. And, since I was 5 years old, I fell in love with this game, and playing this position. I always looked up to, great running backs who played this game at a high level, who are legends of the game, and, dreaming of my name being mentioned with them one day. And for me to, somewhat have the opportunity, it's so surreal. And, God is so good. I've had a lot of people throughout my life to help me get to this point.
Derrick, have you had any conversations with Keaton and Justice, or what are you looking forward to building upon with them?
Yeah, they just told me congratulations, which I really appreciated. We have so much fun in that room, and we all are so competitive. All we want to do is make each other better. They're like brothers to me. We all just try to help each other get better in the aspect that we can. And Coach Tag makes sure that we are on our details. We doing what we need to do, getting the best out of us when we're on the field, and letting it translate from the position meetings to the field, so we can be at our best, and that's all we want for each other.
I'll say this right now, and I want to make sure that this doesn't go over anybody's head. The running back room for the Baltimore Ravens as a whole, I think I would take over any running back room in the entire NFL. Having it being led with the monstrous, just Goliath-sized Derrick Henry, then to have the Justice Hill any down back that can just give you to you on the ground and through the air. Then you have the splash play waiting to happen player in Keaton Mitchell. You have such versatility and solidarity from that room that it's just like, wow. That room, I'm going to say this, the one room that I believe the Ravens, hands down, are the best in the NFL at is the running back room. And mind you, that ties into also the running that Lamar does as a quarterback. There's just so many ways to kill you, so many ways that they could take you down, so many ways to score, so many versatile ways on how to be creative with the offense. This is why I'm hoping next year that Tom Monkey takes another step forward in the passing game with the running backs. That's why I'm telling you. That's another reason why I've stated so many times why I believe he will not get 2,000. If he gets 2,000 yards, great. Raise the roof. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating, but I don't think he's going to get that this year because I feel like they're going to use the running backs in the pass game more. I think you're going to see a lot more play action. And because Keaton Mitchell is healthy, he is going to take some of those carries from Derrick Henry. Not from Justice Hill, but from Derrick Henry. Because there's going to be times where Derrick Henry, we're like, all right, we're going to run this ball. And they're like, we're not going to have Derrick Henry already got 120, 130 yards. We're not going to put him out there just in case of anything. Nope. Keaton, go out there. Justice, go out there. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to be the other ones to run us home. So we're going to get to see what happens moving forward. But I really think Derrick Henry gets somewhere between 1,500, 1,600 yards rushing this year. Now, if the O-line turns out to be a top 3 O-line and the two guards, Voorhees and Filet himself, take massive jumps forward, then throw it out the window, he's getting around 800, another 1,800 and 1,900 yards. I don't think he gets 2,000, but he gets close to it. Because if we win the amount of games that we're going to win, I see them resting him on the 17th game like they did Saquon. So that's why I wouldn't have him at the 2,000. I think he would get like 19, maybe like 18, 90 or something like that in 16 games. In the last game, if we're 15-1, 14-2 or something like that, they can say, look, we're resting you. And then he won't get it. So that's why I don't feel he gets to the 2,000-yard mark again the next year. I think that goes a lot to the leaning more on those other guys. But I'm so happy that this man got this done. Y'all know more than anybody watching this channel how much I advocated for a Derrick Henry, how much I wanted a playmaker that we didn't have to depend on Lamar to be the playmaker in the running game. Now you have a guy that's alleviated, and Lamar can be just a great quarterback that can make plays. You know what I'm saying? So it really alleviates a lot of the pressure off Lamar. So I'm going to get to see how they take another step forward in this off. Mind you, this is the first year Derrick Henry and Lamar played together. And last year, Keaton Mitchell wasn't healthy. Now it's coming back that Keaton Mitchell's coming back healthy. Boom. Justice Hill's healthy. Boom. Derrick Henry's coming back paid and healthy. Boom. So it's like, wow. And we're not even accounting for the yards that Lamar will account for, because you know he's going to get somewhere around 700 to 900 yards, give or take. So I can't wait for this. Shout out to Derrick Henry. And shout out to EDC for getting this done. I give love when they do good stuff, and I give, vitriol when they don't. That's just the way I do my stuff. But guys, this is great. This is something that everyone should be looking forward to. I'm telling you, if this O-line takes a step forward next year, we will have around 15, 14 wins. I'm telling you, all the way to the Super Bowl. Because there's not going to be much you can do with us. They're going to say, wow, this is a good O-line with Lamar and Derrick Henry. That's a cheat code. Just saying. I'm just saying, guys. Real talk. But what do you guys think? Are you happy that the extension is fully signed and done and official? Or are you thinking, oh, well, he's older running back. We shouldn't have given him that contract. We should have waited. And also, where do you think we're going to be next year with a healthy Keaton Mitchell, a healthy Justice Hill, and a paid, healthy Derrick Henry, and a second year in Tom Monkey's offense as a complete unit? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, please. All right? But as always, that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. And we get down, we have fun, and we laugh. With everything we talk about, we do what? Facts and truth. Guys, please make sure that you remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, guys. You know I love the comment. Also, check out the Wunderkind Morning Show live Monday through Thursdays, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. in the morning times, where we cover all sports hot topics. And at the end of every show, we have a little bit of nostalgia trivia where it takes from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. So be there, guys, or be squared. Also, if you'd like to donate to this channel, help out with equipment, it's just stuff like that. Bottom of the screen, QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is money sign, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. This show is not just signing off, and as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.
You're not